Hello, everyone. Welcome again to today's program of Wealthsecrets Mindset Mentorship class. Ladies and gentlemen, it's nice to have you back. We started our teaching series on the topic titled Nothing Changed Until You Change Your Mind. How about you just sit down and ponder over this particular topic? Or how do you look at it? Is it a statement that was concluded by some certain fellows? Or is it something that someone else made up and said nothing changed until you change your mindset? I think it is necessary for us to look at the word mindset and then look at the word change. Is it true that for you to see the change you've always wanted in your life, the mind must have to change? Well, we're going to be evaluating this statement this morning, and that's why it is important for you to be part of this amazing mentorship, mindset mentorship class. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your regular host, Dr. Afolabi Olatunji. Yesterday, we started on this particular teaching series, Nothing Changed Until You Change Your Mind. I think it is necessary for us to first look at the word mind, or rather, you call it the mindset. First, mindset literally means the setting or resetting of the mind. Is it true that mindset is the setting or the resetting of the mind? Now, if this statement is true, it means that for the kind of change you have always wanted for yourself in your life, whether it's financial change, whether it's social change, socioeconomic change, whether it's, the kind of political change. In fact, it's also part of it. Whether it's those physical change you're also looking at, it means that the mind is what controls everything. No wonder the great book that has ever written, the Holy Bible, said, out of the mind, the mouth speaketh. It means that whatever you say is as a conclusion of what you have in your mind. That's why I look at a very powerful mentor of mine, Les Brown, that says, once you open your mind, your mouth, you tell the world who you are. In fact, opening your mouth does not mean that you just want to talk. You are actually talking based on the way you think, the way you have your thoughts. You can see why mindset is very important. You can see that the mind is actually what determines everything for you. Whether those that are failing in business or in life and those that are succeeding, I think it is the mind. So why do we have to really look at the mind, ladies and gentlemen? Why do you think the mind is very important for us to work on it? In fact, the difference between where you are today and what you want to become, I think it's just the state of your mind. It is how you think. No wonder they said, thoughts are things. For you to change the things you don't want in your life, you need to change your thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, what are you thinking about? You can't think of failure and then want to expect success. You can't think of poverty and then you think of or you're expecting to be wealthy. You think of challenges and you're not looking at success. Why not just believe that this is normal and then you looking at a way of scaling through it? To me, I tell most people, the way you first need to think is to tell yourself, good things are supposed to happen to you. Now, do you think those that are way up there, you looking at up there, don't you ever think and sit yourself down and say, you know what makes it different from where I am and those that are at the top? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the mind. No wonder Joe Dispenza say, how you think and how you feel create your state of being. Maybe you might want to take a few seconds and ponder over that. It means the mind plays a dominant role in our life. What are you thinking? You know, here at Wealthsecrets Mindset Mentorship class, ladies and gentlemen, everything we teach is based on the mindset. When we started, everything has always been based around the mindset because we understand the way the mind thinks. Because we're going to be narrowing down to success and business. How about you looking at the mind and saying, you know what? I'm supposed to be successful. Yes, it's fine. You need to demand it of yourself. People will never demand you should be successful. They will never demand that, oh, you have to be successful. Nobody's going to demand of you. They can say it, but are they going to be the one to walk your mind? No. For things to change, you have to change. Everything starts from the mind, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever wondered why some persons, in fact, some group of medical students did a research? I think it was a professor. This professor did a research, he's a medical professor. Why some persons, now look at this, why some persons that are in their conscious state of mind compared to the people that are in their, unconscious state of mind. If you go to the hospital, maybe you're lying down, maybe you don't even know what happened to you. You go to the hospital, based on the kind of illness you have, you tell the doctor, oh, doctor, I think I need this. The doctor give you injection or maybe diagnose you and check you and give you all the necessary things. But the persons that believe that, no, I think this doesn't work for me. And guess what? Whatever the doctor do, that according to that particular professor, he said all the things that the doctor was doing for these particular fellows, he said it never worked. Because a person never believed that is going to work for him or her. But the one that believed actually worked for him. The father did another one and said, you know, making the person to now be in the right conscious state of mind and said, okay, I think I need this. The moment that person believed that he needs this, and when they administer the same treatment to diagnose and put the same, injection and medicine, he said the person feel that, see that, the person feel that he or she is fine. Now, what changes? The mind. The mind, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? What is it that you are looking at this morning? Have you ever evaluated your life and look at your life and say, I understand there are other things in the other world that chase people. Why not just put those belief behind it and then believe that no matter what, I will be successful. No matter what, I am destined for success. To me, I tell most people, claim what you want and what you don't want. You have to claim it to yourself. How can you tell yourself that you are broke? Telling yourself that you are broke means that you are broke. It can be so easy like that. How about you, instead of saying I'm broke, just say I am overcoming my cash flow problem. Oh, I'm very rich at the moment. Oh, I'm very strong. Some people will misunderstand you They're gonna misunderstand you. They're gonna be like, hey, what do you mean? You mean you're rich? Okay, give me this. They're testing you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you want people to know that you are sick, then you start looking, it's showing all over you because you want them to know you are sick. Now, who do you want to please? Why not just tell that sickness, there's no room for you here, man. Get to work. The body needs rest, no doubt. But what if you don't believe that you're sick? That's another level, ladies and gentlemen. But what's most important here is for you to have a very positive mindset. It's also important for you to learn how to create wealth, because that is the essence of this class. We're going to be able to show you that wealth creation starts from the mind. Wealth creation starts from the mind. You need to start creating it in your mind. You need to start believing that you are successful. You need to start telling yourself inside of you that I will be successful. Why do you think we have what is called affirmation? We understand that where you're coming from is different. That's why I tell most people, you can live in a particular environment, but how about you not believing that your environment, you can also create your own environment inside that environment? How about you believing and understanding? In fact, I'll tell you this, a short story. I never knew I would be able to have attained the level of success that, God has given me right now. But I understand that if I follow this certain principle that governs the law of building wealth, I will be successful. And I've said it here oftentimes that success have different relative meanings. I want to show you something, ladies and gentlemen, that you can think and grow rich. You can think that you are strong and then never have to be sick again. You can think and believe that whatever you conceive and believe, you can achieve it. That's what Napoleon Hill said. He said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve it. What is it that you conceive inside of your mind? Have you ever thought when people say garbage in, garbage out? You can't be sitting in the midst of, in the midst of people that ain't going anywhere, and then you want to go somewhere. Most of you, you've been held in captivity as a result of your association. Most of you, you have refused to tap into your God's-given talent, your potentials. And we spoke about that yesterday. How you can start to get to work. Those things that you think is difficult may not be difficult after all. How about you telling yourself it's now the time to get to work? You think it's easy for us to stand up here every single morning and then go to work and start taking us on this amazing class teachings? How about you asking the co-host of this program, Coach Dan? You think it's easy to put together and study overnight, even till the morning, then come up then with life experiences and other people's experiences to come teach this? No. You can only give what you have. It has worked for us, and that's why we say, the only way we want to impact the world, the societies, our continent, the world around us, people around us, is to also teach this out. This is impact, ladies and gentlemen. If it can work for me, it can work for you. I'm not saying I'm where I want to be at the moment, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful and thankful. I'm super grateful and thankful for the processes for discovering my steps to greatness, because it's the mind. You can take everything that I have, but guess what? As far as this mind is there, I know I can think and grow rich. How about you telling yourself, I know I can think and grow rich? I know that I can achieve whatever I've conceived in my mind, and I can have it. I've thought of having or having possession of many things. The day I told myself, Afolabi, I'm going to buy a house, I won't build a house. You know, it wasn't something that happened immediately. It was something that I conceived within a space of a year, ladies and gentlemen. No, the first building came, the first house. Because I had this thought within me. I told myself, you know what? We can do this. But I've started writing this thing down as a form of affirmation. I tell you what, date back 2019, 2019. I wrote it down that I am now a proud owner, myself and my family, we are now a proud owner of our own house. But it's not going to come. But progressively, we get to work. We were working so hard. I was working tirelessly. I was believing more. Nobody can come my way because I believe. And that was why I stayed focused on the path to success. What I was doing, I kept being consistent, and I was so focused in it, because you cannot achieve anything without focus, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you focus on expands, whatever you don't focus on shrinks. I told myself, I'm going to buy a particular car. I've been buying cars that I don't like. And I know many of us who have the similar experience. But the day I told myself, this is the kind of car I wanted, this kind of year I want for it, this is the kind of labor, this is the, you know, it happens, ladies and gentlemen. I told my wife, this is what, you know, I asked her, what kind of car you want? What kind of things? You see, it didn't happen overnight. Guess what happened? It's been as a result of the thinking, the thoughts, what we wanted, the desire for good life. So the moment you start believing, you conceive and you believe it, guess what happened? The natural law will start attracting the right element into your way that will make it happen. So it is not you, it is you having to understand how the law of building wealth works. The natural law is called the law of attraction, ladies and gentlemen. We all have it. Start believing, start having a better thought. When many are talking casting down, what are you going to say? I am celebrating lifting up. I am going to be the head and not the tail. I'm going to be a lender to many nations, but not by a borrower. Do you ever think, Afolabi, that, you know, things can change? Of course I know, but as for me and my household, it's not going to happen. Guess what? I know it can only get better, because I kept believing more, and I kept learning more, and I discovered more. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to charge you up this morning. The mind is the greatest reality of how things turn out around for us. Remember, as we opened up today's class, we said the mindset is literally the setting or resetting of the mind. So if the mindset means the setting of the mind, it means that what you had before needs to be reset. It needs to be touched. You need to have it reset into what you want. You might have a corrupt mindset before. How about you just looking at how to reset it? To reset it is not by, it's not going to come automatically. To reset it will come as a result of some certain things you need to put in place. And it can be step number one. Decide what you want. You have to make a decision, ladies and gentlemen. You have to decide what you want and have clarity on it. Be so sure that this is what you want. Be very certain and be sure this is what I want, and I'm going to go in pursuit of this. You have to make that decision. Even the Bible said a double-minded person cannot achieve anything from God. You have to make that decision very clear. The step number two, ladies and gentlemen, is to go to work on what you have decided on. You have to. You can make a decision and then sit down. What are the books, or what do I need to learn? What are the books I need to read? Do I need to follow a mentor? Who do I need to listen to? What are the materials necessary for me to help me achieve and become an expert or attain to the topmost high in this level? Number 3, ladies and gentlemen, is to also be sensitive of the things around you, whether or not it's working or not. Actually, it's impact. The last one, ladies and gentlemen, is to believe. Is to believe. Remember, they said believe is your faith. Put the faith to work. Believe that what you have started is going to work. Nothing will stop you because you made up your mind before you went into it. You made up your mind. Believe on it. Believe like nobody. I believe like nobody in my life. I mean, it was the beginning of life change for me. In all the things that God have been able to achieve, is that I believe more than anybody. Whatever I set my mind on, it doesn't matter. I am a go-getter. I told myself, Afolabi, I'm gonna achieve this. It doesn't matter. I believe more than anybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we have for you. When you have this believing, have clarity on your goal, decide it. Make sure you make that decision today. And I'm going to tell you the key steps or the simple way to make it happen is through affirmation, which we're going to be teaching you more by the special grace of God, hopefully on Friday, because tomorrow we're going to have our super coach come here to give us another dimension of this particular teaching series. Nothing changed until you change your mind. I hope you got value for being on this program, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope your day isn't wasted at all. This is where we draw it a curtain for today's program. We're going to take it off from tomorrow. And as you go about your day, we need you to make sure that you start to reset your mind for greatness, for better tomorrow. It's your regular host, Dr. Afolabi Olatunji. I'm going to be signing out, but before we do, we encourage you to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube page. In fact, make a comment about the video if you watch it. Tell us how you like it, and tell us how we can improve more better. Thank you. God bless you. See you tomorrow, same time. And where